Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSave TV. My name is Mike and today I'm going to show you the importance of Stutter Step in League of Legends. Generally speaking, in every competitive, I would say strategy game or an RPG game, okay? But especially important in League of Legends because you only have to control one champion and you might as well do it very well, right? So Stutter Step is the thing that we use, generally on every character, but it's very important on an AD carry in order to secure additional hits on the enemy or to kite the enemy back, right? In other words, you step back, hit, step back, hit, step back, hit, and this way you consistently extend the distance between you and the enemy so that the enemy cannot hit you back, right? Or when you chase, it works on every champion, on melee champions, range champions, and important on every champion. But it's especially important on AD carry because AD carry is a very mechanically intensive role in the game. Now, just two words about myself. I'm a diamond level player, AD carry main. My second best role is support. If you want more stats about me, go ahead and Google me on LOL King or whatever, QuickSave TV on EU, Nordic and East. Alright, so how do we do Stutter Step, right? In two words, I'm going to show it to you how to do that and tell you why do I do that, right? Why do I do specific things? I will not so much focus on my play as much as I will focus on explaining to you why and why not I do certain things, okay? So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to hit the enemy with a click, right? Or just with a right click, better with a click for a beginner, okay? And then we're going to, once the auto attack is finished, we're going to start moving towards either closer to the enemy or back from the enemy, right? Generally speaking, when you know that there will be heavy retaliation from the enemy, you don't want to pursue consistent engagements, right? It also depends on the enemy champion, etc., etc. For example, if you're Lucian, you want to Stutter Step towards the enemy until you finish your rotation, and you want to back off, right? Unless enemy starts retaliating very heavily, then you want to start going back or even dodge his abilities. This is gonna make the reason I picked Draven here is because it's very obvious when I do Stutter Step on Draven because his mechanic revolves around doing that. So let's go ahead and see that. So I'm gonna get my Q, hit a minion, and Stutter Step behind, right? This way, I make sure that my CSing is safe. Holy crap, it lags. My CSing is safe, and this way, I consistently keep control over my champion. It especially helps me a lot when I play against something crazy like Zyra, or Blitzcrank, or Thresh, anything that has very dangerous skill shots that can cost me my life, okay? So right now it is on a little close. I'm going to Stutter Step towards her. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm trying to do an attack move, attack move, attack move, attack move. In doing so, I allow myself to secure an additional attack on the enemy, which helps me secure better trades for myself. This is against bot, but the principle of playing against player is exactly the same. The reason I'm playing against the bot right now is because it's very comfortable to talk and play. You know, I can focus. I don't have to communicate with my support. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to focus on the game. Don't have to expect a gank, don't have to worry about any of these things. They can just talk to you, right? Focus specifically on you in order for you to improve, right? Now, Stutter Step is very important. A lot of times I see my gold friends and they do something like this. They just like attack Ballista and like, oh god, yes, let's just attack. Oh god, I missed my axe. And game over, right? You don't want to do that. You generally speaking, you want to move between every single attack that you do. Every single attack on every single champion. You play Nami, please do that. You play Darius, please do that. Renekton, do that. Gragas, do that. On every champion. You play Orianna, please do that. Doing that on every champion allows you to keep your fingers warm, right? And it allows you to reposition yourself between every attack, which makes it so that you will always do better trades against your enemies, right? This is in two words, right? However, this simple technique will take a lot of practice from you, and in order to practice it, I want you to pick one of the styles, right? One of the styles in order to practice it. There's two possible ways to do that. There's right-clicking, right, the enemies, and there's attack moving. For the longest time when I began playing this game, I was using attack move because I was fresh out of StarCraft. I used to like StarCraft a lot, and attack move is something we use a lot in StarCraft in variety of circumstances, okay? Attack move allows you to not bother about clicking the enemy, okay? About clicking specifically on the enemy. And it's done like this. You press A, or like shift right click, something like that. So you can see it in settings or Google it, right? But A click allows you to attack the closest minion, okay? The closest minion. It's not as good as the right clicking or A specifically clicking on the enemy, okay? Because it does not give you specific targeting of the enemy. So A click, right? It hits the closest target and then you move. But it allows you to focus on your positioning as opposed to your focusing specific target. On certain characters, it is very dangerous to A click, specifically Vayne, for example, because Vayne is heavily reliant on focusing a single enemy, okay? She cannot afford to hit somebody else during her rotations or she's going to screw it up, okay? But it's not a big deal when you play Draven, Jinx, Kog'Maw, because you're like, well, I don't care. As long as I hit something, I do a lot of damage, so it's irrelevant to me whether or not I focus the same target. But yeah, so again, two styles. Pick one for yourself. It's either right-clicking the enemy or it's A-clicking like this. A-clicking can be dangerous if enemy starts placing wards in front of you or something, because you will hit the ward, okay, which will slow down your pursuit of the enemy or will not allow you to effectively finish him off or whatever, right, or put you in a very difficult situation. But generally speaking, it's okay. Also, when you're playing against an enemy like this, it's a little hard to, you see, I just missed a hit, right there, hit a minion instead. If I wouldn't hit a minion, again, I hit a minion. You see, this is A-clicking. A-clicking, oh my goodness, excuse me. I have a message. Yeah. A-clicking allows you to safely reposition yourself, but it hampers your ability to deal damage to the right targets, right? Whereas right-clicking is a lot better in that, but it's a lot more demanding in the APM as well. Your actions per minute. So pick one for yourself and don't worry about it. Just keep it in mind. Every time I attack, I want to be moving. Every time I'm attacking, I want to be on the move. I don't want to ever stay in a single position. I've seen a lot of players in lower leagues to miss skill shots only because I am on the move, right? Not because I'm doing something specific, but because I'm moving left and right like an idiot, right? They just like, well, where is he gonna move now? And they just miss the skill shots, right? On Blitzcrank, on Thresh, etc. Just because you become a little more unpredictable. I remember when I just started playing a real tournament back in the day, I was never good on it, but one of the main things I learned very fast is that if I move, I'm a difficult target to hit, right? If I don't move, I'm a very easy target to hit. So a moving target is a live target, and in case of an AD carry, a moving AD carry is an AD carry that can carry the game, okay? So I thank you so much for watching, I thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you again tomorrow when I'm going to be talking about Yumu Ghostblade, a build that has resurfaced just recently, just surfaced, not resurfaced, for the AD carries, and is immensely effective in many ways for the early and mid game. And I will show it an example, I guess, of Lucian, but it's applicable to many AD carries, why it's good, why it's no good, when it starts to be outscaled by the classical AD carry build, and how you should be using it. Okay, I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.